Welcome to final final 2 hours of the global game jam. Today we will have Policing 101, which is going to start soon. It's with Haamu. Haamu's prepared us a nice presentation, and then we are going to take a look how you can apply those things in the editor. After that, at 2 p.m, I'm going to show you how you can post your game to our global games on the site. As a reminder, you have 2 hours left to make your game and publish it. And remember to publish it with the tag GTJ22. It can be found on the bottom left. It's important to use that because we are going to play those games after the jam at 3 p.m. and we're going to search for them in HypeHype. So use that tag to make your game findable for us. Other than that, hello everyone, how are you doing? Have you made any progress on your games? I really haven't. I haven't had time to make my game as good as I have wanted. There was like issues with this because I didn't have too much time. I currently have this prototype that I started yesterday, and well, this is still like in super early phases.
A hidden button. Nothing bad can happen if I press it. Why?
Currently, the prototype is just stupid gameplay where when you die, you turn into a ghost and you need to collect a heart to regain your body. I think I'm going to finish this game at some point in the future, but I'm sure that I can't get it done in 2 hours while hosting the stream. So that's something. But now we're going to jump into Policing 101 with Haamu. So let's introduce him. Alright, hello Haamu. How are you doing?
Hi, hello. Welcome everybody. This is Haamu, Henry, artist at HypeHype. So let's start.
So, sorry, I said 10 minutes, but it was actually 5. Alright. So you have a presentation ready for us that you want to show about policing your game. So I'm going to see if that actually works well in the scene. I can share that. Alright.
Amazing.
You are on.
Exciting. So, alright. Let's begin. So yeah, welcome everybody. This is a mini workshop, Policing 101. I'll be your host, and I'm joined by this weekend's MVP, Juuso, Job. Today, we'll be talking about stuff regarding polishing your hype. So I know many people have been working quite a lot on their entries for the global game jam, myself included, and well, time is very nigh, and I think it's at most the final time for polishes, the last finishes to the gameplay to wrap it up, make it look nice, add some candy. So yeah, talking about candy, I think when we go into what is polishing, what does it mean in general? Like, You have gameplay, objective. You can play, you have controls, a start point and an end point in your game. Now, polishing isn't about the content in depth to make the gameplay longer or better. It should already be, like, at that point, quite ready. But what is it? What it is about adding candy to the gameplay. Satisfying visuals, sounds, nice effects, and all of these kind of feedback that you can give to the player without affecting the gameplay in terms of mechanics. So here in this picture you see two screenshots of the same game. They play the same, just that the world is a little different. That's about level design or level building, but you see that there is non-gameplay affecting elements like dust particles and nice outfits on the characters, and the game has all kinds of effects and sounds and music all around to wrap it all up into a nice package. So let's take a look, starting with the visual side. So in this slide, what does it mean to have visuals as a polish level, a step of polishing in your hype, or in any game in general? Visuals go pretty much hand in hand with the theme. So ask yourself, what is the vibe, what is the emotion you want to give to the player when they're playing your hype? What kind of personality should the hype have? And the visual choices you make will impact a lot in here. Whether or not they were models, you can have thematics like your game is full of monkeys instead of random characters that, thematically coherent. But it's also about color choices, and it goes a long way. Understanding a little bit about color theory, connecting the color palette. So take a look at the screenshot here. This game is Alto's Odyssey, and everything in this screenshot is just a shade of purple. It's the same purple, but just darker or lighter, pretty much. Maybe there's a little pink in the background just to separate the background a little bit more, but this is a really good and interesting example of delivering this kind of mysterious, solid emotion in level design of especially a 2D game, where you separate the background from the foreground, the playable area, and making a very artistic choice of limiting your color palette into just the shade of purple. Now, you don't need to go this artistic, obviously. There are many ways to tackle the visuals in hypes, but as an artist, I want to bring out one aspect of what I sometimes or usually do when it comes to polishing my hype. It's color theory. This is like, let's not go too deep in here, but this is kind of simple when you test it out. So I have 3 different scenarios here. Usually you can find free color theory apps or websites that you can play around with and figure out what kind of colors you could have for your game. You don't even need to really understand what you're doing, but let me take a look. I will open Adobe Color, a website free to use, and you can save screenshots or save color codes from here and apply them to your hype. But generally, you can. This is a color wheel. I think most of us are familiar what the color wheel is. This is basic colors. So what this Adobe Color software is really powerful at is you can set these kind of color harmony rules from the top left corner. Here I have set it as shades, and these are smart generated automatic color harmonious choices that you can take from one color. For example, let's take something like complementary, which means opposite colors. So
Which
I'll
kind
take
of
the
fits theme, by
complementary.
the way.
Exactly. That's a good point, Yusa. So this is something that you might be able to add to your team to further deliver a thematic of duality if you want to apply it in colors. So here I'm just moving one of these circles, which is my main color. Let's say I want to have blue. Now, the Adobe Color harmony wheel here suggests these kinds of color to me. They are in this bottom row, 5 of the colors. And yeah, just like this, I was able to come up with a color palette that if I apply to my hype in a specific way, for example, all the positive things such as player and the backgrounds are blue and some goal elements or enemies and these dangers are yellow, for example. Like this just makes the game look very well put together. Maybe complementary doesn't work too well for your game. You might want to work with something like triad, which is this triangle of, well, still harmonious, a little bit more stylized, but still very nice combinations of color. Not random, but just limited to a specific color palette. Now, square is also something you can work with. But let's not go too deep into this. I just wanted to bring out this handy website that I often tend to use as an artist, but maybe you can take something out of this. Hopefully you'll learn something new, and color theory goes a long way in polishing. Let's go back to the slides here. So next up, we are almost there with this presentation, so stick with me. We are taking a look at polishing an actual hype, this kind of a game jam like hype. We are gonna polish it step by step. So if you want and you have not polished your hype yet, you can follow along and we can build it together. But let's just jump to the next slide. So polishing extras. Now this I'm I'm not sure how to add a screenshot or anything there. So just extras include a good choice of music or a few of them, sound effects to strengthen the personality. These all like go together with the theme. You have an intense game like with danger and combat. Maybe you don't want a relaxing soundtrack, obviously. Maybe it's an obvious choice, but it like everything has a reason to be made as a choice. Animation and visual effects, such as like explosions and confetti, then they are there to deliver smooth and satisfying feedback to the player. Like you did something nice, you're gonna be rewarded with a little visual effect. And this also applies to haptics, such as vibration. If you take damage, you might get a little vibration in your device, further delivering the indication of something non-visual, non-auditory, but something that you can feel. And lots of mobile games tend to use this. And, well, going back to some games like GoldenEye 64, you get the rumble back for the controller, and that's just further elevated back in the day the level of gameplay or the polish in games once rumbles or haptics were added. So it also does quite a lot, especially in mobile, if you work around with haptics and haptic feedback as a means to deliver indication to player about events such as negative and positive, or simple things as selecting. But yeah, going a little bit too overkill on the haptics can also make the game feel really bad. If you take constant damage and you're giving strong haptics, players are going to feel that, and maybe in a negative way. So being subtle about that would be a good way to go. Lastly, I wanted to just simply say that polishing, it's not an obvious where to go with it. So I would suggest, heavily recommend everybody to study by playing. It's quite simple, but when you have a nice game that you like, and you can start to break that into like chunks. What are those things that you actually like about it? You can find those polishing level touches from these games. For example, here we have Super Mario Odyssey and Badland. You can like analyze, research, write down some notes at how did these games achieve a certain level of polish, and maybe I could learn or apply that to my game. Maybe it doesn't apply in this global game jam here, as we have like, what is it, under 2 hours.
Yeah. Not too much time left.
But yeah, let's not spend too much time into these presentations and instead jump into a hype. So let's take a look. Here we have a simple hype of mine, which is some people might recognize that this is actually a prototype for short fuse. But let's take a look how it's played. So the objective of this game is simple: collect all the blue collectibles. So I'm moving the character around by swiping, and I collect these things, and I finish the game. Now it's kind of simple. I have a simple game, a simple objective, and it's playable. This is something that many of you might have already in terms of the game jam hypes. So you have a completable game. But this is now the time for us to actually polish this. Right. Now, I have made the choice of thematic, of bringing nature and this cute pug character into the game. So the personality, I want to ask myself, what is the personality I want to give to the player in this hype? And I think I'm going to go with something like cute for this hype specifically. So keep in mind, I've chosen the personality of this hype already. So everything we do will be based on that personality type. So yeah, maybe these blue bubblegums aren't the way to go, what I want to give it to the player. Let's change those. Let's tweak around with the colors, maybe the camera, add some effects, music and sounds. And I think the package should start to be there for polishing and trying to apply what we learned from the little presentation we just had. Right, okay. Beginning with these balls, we want to change this to something, well, cute. So let me know if you have any questions regarding the presentation or this process that I'm doing. Please do so, tell me in the chat. But other than that, I will make the assumption that you are at least a little bit familiar with the editor. So because we have had the editor Q&A and these steps already within this weekend, so maybe we can try to be a little bit faster in total and focus on the polishing level. Right. So let's start by changing this sphere to something like a donut. Let's choose a donut. Pug would like to eat donuts, right? So I'm choosing this frosted donut.
Donut sounds good.
From here. I'm glad you approve. So it changed all of these into donuts, and they have a little shine. It seems they already have a little shine with them. We can change that a little bit, of course, but that's not our mission yet. Now we have these donuts there. That's pretty nice. when I eat them, they just disappear. So that's a little, still a little work in progress in terms of polishing. I will enable logic view so we can go and take a look at the donuts themselves. They are in here. There's a collectible score. It's quite simple. This game is based on the tap to move pre-made player and simple collectible coins from the asset browser. So it's kind of simple in the end. So what we want here, donut should make a sound when you eat it. And on top of that, it should also have some kind of visual effect. Some kind of like biting, what is it like, biting, cloud of biting dust, something like that.
Biting dust, that sounds interesting.
Well, crumbles flying all over, let's just say that. So, saving the time of going through the asset browser and trying to figure out what sounds we want there, I have already added here, but we can play them out and see what they are. So here's the sound that's a bite. I'm not sure if it comes through. I don't think it comes.
Can you try again?
It's okay if it doesn't come through.
Yeah, I don't know where that sound is coming from, because I can hear it, so I can probably get it to work. Okay, it should... Yeah, it comes to the stream. Okay, yeah. So.
Nice, that's great. So, yeah, there's a nice cartoony sound effect, a fun one, that's called Cartoony Bite 4. And I'm adding it to the when you eat the donut. In this sound node, you have the tune variation parameter, which means that you can, every time you eat the donut, the sound will have a little bit different randomized tune. So having a little, it's by default it's 0, so there's no variation. But each time I play it, if I have some variation there, then it will have a little bit different sounding tune. So that's nice if we add that. And well, I also went through and added a little bit of this kind of what do you call it, like not a bite but like a munch, a little bit wet one. So it sounds like this, but when you combine these two, it sounds like the player is both biting it and like collecting or gulping it and making the sweet, tasty donut actually like get digested or something like that. So yeah. And finally, for the donut, let's also add a particle effect. So yeah, here we have set a particle effect that's a simple coin pop-up. If I play it, it will just launch a little pile of particles, a mess of particles that are colored by the frosting of the donut.
It's donut dust.
Donut dust sounds amazing. It's sugar flying all over the place. When we play this, we can see how it actually works out. So this already delivers a nice, cute impact. You get the donut frosting flying all over the place and a nice little crunch with the gulp or whatever. But that already feels like the donut is satisfying to collect, not just so that it disappears. Especially important because the objective here is to collect the donuts. So keep it in mind that you want to make the main objective of the game to feel satisfying and fun. All right. So, next up, let's take a look at the colors here. So everything is green as you'd expect, as most of the nature assets by default are green. But does green work well with this hype? There is brown, there is pink, and there is some kind of gray on the bottom. Let's go to the color theory and play around with possibilities that we can have for this. So I'll want to try out with the Analogous. The Analogous color harmony works so that it gives you a nice series of colors that are very close to each other but still significantly different. Enough so that it there is a coherent palette that you can work with. So here I'm just exploring because I want the game to have I want the game to be based on the color of the frosting in the donut. So I'm looking at this kind of a palette here, for example. The color of the frosting isn't as important, or it doesn't exist as much as something like the grass in the game, or the trees, the greenery, as you would say. So I want to keep it as like the color of interest, and trying to look at colors that are far away but still and so enough so that they work nicely together in here. So there is brown, there is yellow, there is red, purple, and lavender. I think. Well, I really like this. So let's try to apply it. So I can actually take, for example, the color of the hexacode here. I can copy that. This is the yellow one. And I can go back to HypeHype and open up the visual material editor. And from here we have material called vegetation. And yeah, I want to make this cute. So I'm thinking, like the short views already has, I'm thinking of going with fall thematic. So it's an autumn going on in the visuals in here. So that will go nicely together with the yellow trees, yellow bushes, yellow ground. Therefore, let's see how we can apply the hexadecimal code of the color in here. So I'm opening the color, I'm tapping this little color circle here, and once more, if I tap it, it lets me edit this color choice in here. So I copy paste that there, and I get the color into the material. Now that's like really bright. We can tweak around it with it so that it actually represents what the color was in the color wheel. So I'm just toying around a little bit with these settings here, trying to make the shading look nice, not too impactful, so that there isn't too hard shadows, at least too much anywhere. And lastly, now that I have a nice fall colored vegetation going on, except for the ground, but let's add a little bit of a rim light to make it have this Nintendo-esque look in the shaders. Going to rim, I can find this bleed parameter, and this bleed parameter means that how much rim light should these objects have in their edges. So taking a look at, for example, the trees or the bushes, they will start to have this glow around them. Maybe not too much. I want to have that, but going overkill might be a little bit of a problem in terms of shine. So yeah, maybe the shine is a little bit too much. So I'm pulling down the ambient color and the diffuse color of these bushes to let the rim color have its place, essentially. Right. And here we have some kind of nice cutesy vegetation going on. And well, we want to get rid of that green ground. So I'm going to the environment settings here, opening background and fog. And from this background style, I'll just change the ground color. And let's see whatever it would look like when we add the color from the Adobe color that we copy pasted. So yeah, I mean, that looks kind of nice. It looks coherent and goes quite well together with everything. Now that we are also in the environmental settings, we can tweak around a little bit with the fog values. So the fog, well, fog can... Usually fog is used to hide things in the background, so there is room for performance, but we don't care about that here that much. This game doesn't have much depth, so we want to utilize the fog into our advantage in the visuals of the hype and the overall feeling. So I'll go to the fog values and I'll drag the fog start quite a lot down to give this global kind of like overall extra light as a little bit of a gradient to the hype. Not too much, but something that will give it this kind of like Instagram filter ish look. Let's go with this. It's kind of...
I like that.
It's kind of cute.
No? Instagram filter-like look. But yeah, and those colors work together very well. You had the pink, magenta, fog color, but you can of course always change that if you want to go for something else.
Absolutely correct. So I had already accidentally left it as this pink color. I could change it to something different, but for terms of I want to I'm sorry. So what I mean is that I want to keep my color palette limited, completely limited in this to the color Adobe color choices that we got. So I'm keeping it within the color wheel radius. So taking a color from the palette we have that is closest to cute and works in this game, I think would be something like pink. So I'm going with that for now. All right, let's take a look at all the colors as well. So we have now the environment quite well there, but I'm not finished. I'm taking a look at our pug here. The pug is sticking out a little bit too much in terms of values, as in darkness. Now that the background is quite light, the pug, the player, is quite dark, which yes, works really well. That it actually sticks out from the environment really well. It's important to know where your players and the objectives are in terms of values and levels of darkness or lightness in comparison to the environment. But I'm not sure if I like the colors here. So let me take a look at the Adobe color palette here again. We have not utilized red at all here. This is cute red. So let's take a look if we can utilize that for the player. So I'm going back to HypeHype. I know that the pug is using the color brown. So let's do this again. Copy paste what we had here. There is red. Changing the diffuse also a little bit so that it goes together with this red. Gives this nice warm shine. And then lastly, let's also add the rim light to our pug. Whoops. nice rim light brings it out and just makes it look like a piece of candy. I think, at least. Now I want to make it a little bit shiny, perhaps, so I'm narrowing down the range of shininess here as well. Maybe not that much, but just a little bit, so it really pops out as a cartoony boy. And let's take a look also at the brown parts. The brown parts of the dog, such as the ears and the snout. Let's make them a little bit darker. Same color, but just a little bit darker valued. Think that will go quite well. Rim light also up. Right, cool. Now let's take a look. Everything is looking really pink, so I just realized that I've been looking at just little details a little bit too much. So I'm bringing down the pink fog just a little bit, so it's visible in the top side of the screen for the gradient look, but overall the pug is now color coordinated with this scene. Maybe it blends a little bit too much. So yeah, generally this polishing stage takes a lot of time. As you can see, it's not the fastest or the easiest thing to do, but just take your time and it will come out very nice. Being patient can also be difficult, if especially there is a time limit like we have here. A little bit of a time limit.
Yeah, speaking of time limit, 1.5 hours time to make the game. So better hurry up and polish the game and prepare to publish it.
Do remind me again, what is the next event or panel that we are having?
Well, next after this, I'm going to show how you can post your game to global game jam site, how the upload workflow works, what you need to fill out there and stuff like that. And then there is time to do some final adjustments to your game. So I'll probably be working on my game and try to get that as good as possible.
That sounds really nice. Yeah, good luck everybody in terms of your polishing process or just finalizing. Don't worry if it's not polished. If you can get the gameplay into a working state, just submit and get it wrapped up. So this is for those more like that have not yet gotten their gameplay and objectives ready, that are still wanting to have a little bit time to polish their hypes. So here I am adding a little bit of candy-like effect on top of these donuts, so they look more tasty. And they are still color coordinated with the color palette that we chose. It's important to keep everything in a way consistent. I'm thinking how much to put in this like sugar shine on top of these. Not too much, but just a little bit, so they really pop out as objectives. All right, then I think this is pretty much there in terms of colors. Just the background is something that, I mean, not the background, but the floor here is a little bit striking. It sticks out a little bit too much. So let's turn it down a little bit. I think it is this material 15. So I'm giving it a little slight vague vague color, this lavender color, and just a little bit also inside the color wheel, that or the color palette. We didn't yet apply the lavender color, so I'm applying it here. I'm bringing down the diffuse to really let that shading be subtle instead of strong. Okay, let's see. Nice. Okay, I think I'm pretty much done with this. Nice. Maybe it's a bit too dark, but let's not spend too much time on trying to figure out what is the best way to go with this. It's good if all the ground elements kind of blend together, if they are not something that you need to pay for attention to. So because the ground here is quite bright yellow, I also want to set the floor here that is a little bit different textured, bright as well. So I think we are gonna go with this after all. It is this lavender-ish color, and I think it works. All right. Then, this is the colors that we ended up with. Let's see how it looks in game. So yeah, now it's color coordinated, it's striking, it's unique, and it just looks like a full package with lots of care put into it. Maybe this door is still a little bit of a funky color. I'm changing that a little bit. Maybe it can be something. Well, let's keep it as the vegetation color, so it really blends out of the gameplay area. Because it's the barrier, you understand it clearly. Alright, next up. Now, let's take a look at what you can do with camera in terms of polishing. Lots of people miss this opportunity to play around with FOV, which means field of vision. If you use that, you can set how much content you can fit within the range of field or range of vision in the camera. So if you want to make it high, you get this really like perspective view. But for this game, I was thinking of showing as an example how the orthogonal camera works, making this kind of like isometric. So I'm enabling this setting here. It's the orthogonal camera, and then I'm taking a look how it works in this HypeHype. So the difference between perspective and orthogonal is that, well, perspective makes objects further away from the camera look smaller, so there is a sense of depth. With this orthogonal camera, there is no sense of depth. Everything is rendered in the same size, which gives it this nice gamey-like look. It's not realistic, but it's like game toy-like look. So because the gameplay here doesn't really care about depth, it can work in this HypeHype specifically, that we keep it as orthogonal. That's one thing that you can add as a little polish. Now, we have 20 minutes in still for this one, so let's take a look at other little extras. So now that we are talking about camera and environment, let's also take a look at light. You can tweak around with the color of the light, but I will leave it as white, as that works most often as white as the best. But the direction of the light, it's something that is easy to forget. Now I'm looking at this hype as trying to visualize it in big picture and seeing things that actually stick out. And I noticed that I'm not particularly a fan of these shadows that these bushes cast. They have a little bit, like, it just doesn't look like a choice that was made by someone, but it looks like an accident that they bleed somehow badly there. So I'll just take the camera node and start rotating that a little bit to see what I can do with the shading. Now, because of the the camera angle and the shading of the objects, there is a strong sense of light coming from the top, maybe the top left of the game, like a sunset in a way. So maybe I want to go with that. It's kind of nice and fits the theme here. So I'm making the shadows a little bit longer and giving them a little angle to work maybe well with this game here. Now I particularly don't enjoy that this pathway has only a little bit of corner shaded, not shaded. Most of it is shaded, so that like these little things, you might find yourself too attached to these little things, but most people won't notice. So I'm just adjusting it only a little bit, not too much, for my eyes' sake, so to say. Anyway, now we have colors and visuals there. We have objectives with feedback visually and with audio. So what we still need is a little satisfying passive effect. I think we are missing here is something like a dust particle or something like that to really make the scene look like it's alive and not like static. Because that's also interesting to look at if you're a spectator or you just wanna look at the game before you play it. Like, does it look interesting to you? What's the personality? So I'm opening Asset Browser and taking a look at what kind of effects we have here. You might want to search for something like dust, but I'm particularly interested in this firefly light, which is looking kind of subtle, but it has this interesting thematic to it, which is fireflies. So I'm adding it to the scene and taking a look how it is. The particle effect is spawning these little fireflies, which is really nice and cute, but the glow is something that obviously shouldn't be there. So I'm going to the particle effects editor, and from the firefly light, I'm actually deleting the glow effect. I'm removing that, and I'm left with the fireflies. Now I want to make the fireflies spawn within the whole radius of this game. So I'm going to motion tab, and changing the random of these particles in terms of where they spawn so that they scatter around the whole hype naturally, at least more naturally so. So I'm just guessing these numbers, something like randomized X and Z axis with the value of 8. Now if I play this, I see these little fireflies flying there. And I think it really ties well to the overall theme that we have in here, which is like sunset and cute. I'm still thinking the player might stick out a little bit too much. It's so like blood red. But let's see if we have time to fix that. Maybe not. Because we still are missing music. Of course, one of the most important and easy to add polishes is to find a really good music for your hype. So, I want to check out something fun, something like casual, maybe something to do with fairy tale. I don't know. I'm just searching and seeing what I can find. Now, There are some interesting results here. Now that seems to be lagging a little bit. So yeah, I want a sense of speed and this kind of challenge in here. So I think that very soon Enjoyable 1 does a really good job at that. It had a little nice tempo and rhythm, and that's exactly what this kind of a game where your objective is to collect a bunch of things can be. So I'm trying to find where I have put in my music note just to enable the music. So it was disabled here, and I'm putting it as enabled. If you didn't disable it manually, then it will automatically change and start playing. Nice. I mean, we are going really well with the polishing stages here, I think. And well, there is a lot to polish. You need to call it done at some point. It's like art. It will never be finished before you say that it's finished. So we can call it a day here. And I think it could. If I were to change things, I would change the players running to have footstep sounds. Just subtle good footstep sounds.
Yeah,
I would make. Sorry.
Yeah, I was thinking about the footstep sounds and probably small cloud effect.
Yeah, it would be really nice.
That would look super nice.
We can really fast see if we can add to the player a particle effect. If there is some kind of dust cloud already, there doesn't seem to be. I can add that really quickly. So going to effects, I will search for dust. There is a dust trail, this one. I will add that to the hype. And going to the player, I will select that to be used. And then offset that a little bit down. So that the particle effect will be played below the character, and it should of course only do it when it's moving, but that we can do by adjusting the player settings, which, well, in this hype are a little bit, whoa, the orthogonal camera is doing a little tricky.
Yeah, it's
tricky
focused
things
on
here.
the selected object, so it's working a bit weirdly when you move around.
Oh yeah, true. I'm setting it so that the particle effect is executing only when you're running, and when you're standing still, it's not doing it so. And now it should be like that. Was it the other way around? No, it's just not happening so fast. Well, that needs to be changed in the dust trail effects itself. So there is emission rate is a little bit too slow, I think. But yeah, generally, adding effects and adding haptics, you can do a lot of that in the end. Like, okay, there is way too much smoke coming out, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
But I think we are gonna call it a day now, so everybody can have a little break before we move on to the next event.
Yeah. Do you have any
yeah.
questions for Haamu about polishing? Now it's good time to ask about that before Haamu leaves.
Yeah, thanks everybody for listening. It was a real honor to be able to share my thoughts and things about polishing and art.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, so one thing that came to mind was that audio effect stacking, so you can play multiple audio effects at the same time to kind of bring something, make the voice sound effect more meaningful. Like you had the each sound effect and the with what was the sound effect named? So you had two sound effects playing at the same time, so you can add even more if you want to kind of bring more attention to that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, playing around with the options, you're not limited to using only one sound effect. You can, and some people have already been utilizing multiple layers of sound effects to really make their sound effects like unique and work for what they have for the game. But yeah, thank you everybody, and I hope you'll be able to submit your hype today. I guess we are done in terms of the polishing 101.
Yeah, so now we'll have a short break, and after that I'll show you how you can submit your game to Global Games site, and then I'll continue working on my game for a while, and when the jam ends, then we will be playing your hypes, or I'll be playing. So that. But now let's have a small break and prepare for the next part.
Let's go game.
Alright, we are back. So now, when you have your game ready, let's go over how you can publish your game, how you can post it to Global Game Jam site if you have registered there, and yeah, you still have 1 hour left to do all the possible polish and mechanics and stuff you need in your game. So we need to be fast. The time is running out. So let's say you have your game ready. What do you need to do to post it? Well, first, when you go to the save page, you need to have your title and description. And in the description, remember to set this tag GGJ22. Use that hashtag so we can find your game when we are playing this in 1 hour. Then you can publish your game. Just press post and your game will be public for everyone to play. One of the small polishing thing that kind of came to mind during the break was that you probably want to also set your thumbnail to something else. And to do that, you can in the editor open this menu on the left and then tap thumbnail, and it will take a new thumbnail for your game. So now if you go to save, you can see that. I'm not going to publish this game because this isn't ready, but if this was, well, I would tap post, and after that, well, it prompts you to share the game. I could have actually saved this as unlisted, but okay. Next, you want to get a link for your game, and to get that, tap share. I'm not going to press that and open that because it will show too much information about different stuff, but to get the link, tap this button, arrow button, which says share. And when you have the link for your game, you can share it to anyone, and it's available in the game is already available in the feed for everyone to play, so the game can be found here. But now, let's post the game into... I always forget to change my iPad for the volume, sorry. Post that game to Global Game Jam site. So, we have this Global Game Jam site where we have 11 jammers registered. Okay. And when we want to post our project here, we need to that is create project up here. And now we need to give our game a name, tell up what it is about. Well, I have this prototype game, so I can just fill out, well, kill switch proto, and I'll go with that. You will die in this game. But is that the end? Net end? Alright, I have sorted the description about the game. There were some diversifiers, so many of those, which you could have also used on your jam game. But let's go below that. There are platforms. We can select web standard HTML5 because HypeHype games can be played on your browser, no need to download anything. And then in the tools and technologies part, we can fill in HypeHype because we made the game using HypeHype. We can also select some tags like 2.5D, which is kind of the graphic style on my game. What else there is that might be interesting to select? Well, puzzle, because I'll have puzzle elements in it. And then you can take pictures of your game and upload these in here. I actually don't have any pictures that I could choose, but while you're playing your game, you can take screenshots from your screen and use those pictures in here. And if you want, you can make like a featured image, which is it is like a screenshot of your game and some text and some cool stuff. And yeah, if you have a team that you made the game with, you can add a photo of your team, and after everything is done, well, it's about eat. Of course, play now. This is important. So when you press the share button, it copies the link to your Hype, and you can paste that in here. So not here, here. So you can add the URL where your game can be played in the browser. And once you're done, you can save, and your game should be ready and published. It asks you to upload source and executable files, but you really can't do that. And now the game Kill Switch Proto has been created. So now our game should show up in the jam site page. In here we have Kill Switch Proto, and when I open this, it will show the description and stuff about the game that I shared. And here's the link to the game that anyone can use to play the game. So that's how you upload your game to the jam site. What I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this because I'm not going to share this. This is just so you can see how this works. Shogun says that I think you have to give it some files. Yeah, that might be the way for... Well, I'm not sure about that, so yeah. I can actually see if I can find that. But I think the game should show up even without the files, maybe. Yeah, it shows up in the page, so you don't have to upload anything. I think, yeah, Shogun pointed out that you can just take some screenshots and gameplay videos and throw them in as a chip. But the thing is that the game will show up in our jam page even without those, so that's cool. But yeah, I'm going to delete this because I'm not going to post this. This isn't an official entry anyways, so this was just an example. But now, let's go back to the editor, and I'm trying to play around my game and see if I can get anything done in this 1 hour or 50 minutes that we have left. You can update the game. So as you saw, I just removed the game, but I was able to edit all the description and stuff like that. So that's true. Alright, let's see. So that was the short part about how you can post your game to our global jam site. Global game jam site. That sounded weird, but let's go with it. So, let's go over once again on what's the idea in my game. So I have this super stupid game where the only thing you can do is move right and press buttons. So there's this kind of dialogue with a character that says, I went with a comedy vibe on this. So, okay, I press the button and I die. Why did that happen to me? And then I spawn as a ghost. And as a ghost, you need to solve puzzles to get to heart. And when you collect the heart, you go back to your body. And then you can go forward for the next trap. I just need to figure out those traps, what kind of traps I want to have there. I'm going to change the visual style at some point. But now it's good time to ask any questions you have regarding HypeHype editor. This is like the editor Q&A part here. So yeah, and by the way, using these speech notes in here to have this like a character say something when things happen. I'll probably want to move this a bit closer. So go there. Oh, I had the snapping on, so it has, this is I select that text somehow from the back. Okay, I need to play around with this. So let's select this, 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 and move this somewhere a bit closer. This looks good. We can have this hidden second button in here, but I'm going to have a twist in here. Instead of something happening when you press the button, nothing will actually happen. But once you start walking, you will get hit by something, and well, then you spawn as a ghost and do another puzzle up here. So first I want to see that if this setup actually works. So I'm going to actually disable this one for now. So now if I go there, nothing should happen, and we can go past it. That's nice. And when we trigger with that one, it should show the hidden button. Yeah, it shows it. Awesome. So what I want to do is have a way to trigger something else, and I need to have probably collision box somewhere in here. In the TikTok asked, well, what's that game? Well, this is one of the games that I'm making using the app HypeHype. You can get HypeHype from Google Play Store and Apple App Store if you're located in Finland and Philippines, but if you're located in any other countries, you can go to hypehype.com and apply for early access. So now, what would be nice little trap in here that we could have? Probably something just falling from the sky and killing the player. That sounds easy enough. So let's get one box here. I like to use these boxes as collision detectors. So I'm just going to duplicate this one because this has all the logic I need. Because I need the another stop layer logic, but what I don't need is... Oh, there's plenty of logic that's unneeded. I mean, that's not needed. Let's see. This is not visible to the player, and also this box will do something nice. So this disables that. Okay, that's not needed because it's also already shown when you open that are random Finnish words in my English. Oh my god. Okay, when you step that, in here I also, well, don't need this link, so can remove that. So now when I go here, I want the player to actually continue walking. I have typed this kind of stupidly that I have this kill ghost signal. I should probably rename that to something else. And hello everyone in the TikTok chat. But let's go with that. So I want to have, when a player presses the button here, it will call a signal that lets them move. So broadcaster and, well, not ghost init, it will be kill ghost. I need to play around those names. And on touch start, it will be executed. So now when we go there, we are not allowed to move. We press the button and we can move again. Then comes the part where something kills us. when we step into this place. Okay, that sounds easy enough. How about some mine? We have some cool mines in here. Spike bomb, that looks good. So we'll just drop one of these bad boys on our character and have it explode. So when that collides with... how do I have this set up? I have so many different moving parts in here that I'm even... Okay, this needs to be in red group. Whenever something hits the player that's in the red group, the player character will, well, die. I also probably want to have it so that the player is only in that group. So this will need a particle effect. This will also need a collision trigger. So we'll need a particle effect. Probably also simple animation, so we can have this rotate around the axis. C, speed, something like that. And we'll just drop this on our character when he... well... as a particle effect we want to have explosion. So do we have one explosion particle effect here. And one more thing that's missing is destroyer. We want to destroy this object when it hits something. I will probably want to add another particle effect, but we'll see. And whenever this collides with the ground, let's just give this ground a ground group so I can use that. So when this collides with the ground, it will first explode. It will get destroyed on collision start. It will execute the particle effect and it will get destroyed. So now we have something that can fall on top of our player. Let's see if this really works as it should. It doesn't work because it doesn't have physics on. Dynamic object. Oh man, that was a bit too big. And we also want to have it so that this is a sensor, so it doesn't actually collide with the player. So like this. Hey, that's perfect. Out of nowhere comes one of those. Okay. And we want to also have one spawner in there, which triggers when the player comes to this. So we can add the spawner. Let's have the spawner here. Spawner. And the target will be that object we just created. Now I just need to figure out the creative ways to kill the player. Object to spawn will be this bomb of ours. I'll just set this to reference object so it won't exist in the world as is. And when the player dies, the ghost should spawn up here. Now, if I have everything set up correctly. So, yeah. Let's see what happens. I also probably need to... Well, let's see. Does this work or not? I don't know. I'll add some dialogue in here. We go. Well, apparently it didn't work. Why? Oh, it might be because this gets destroyed Or, Just a second. Oh, it spawns at the point. Okay. I forgot to set offset to this. So now, let's see what happens. It's not spawning. What am I doing wrong? Or should I just... Oh, this isn't executed at any point. Yeah. That kinda makes sense. Yeah. We need to execute that. Of course. So, spawner. Execute. Now it should work. By the way, you have 40 minutes time left to make your game. Hey, it works! I just want to make the oh, and this also works, so this is awesome. Now we can continue our journey, but this didn't get destroyed. What? Oh, now I know. It did not destroy the correct... Oh. Where does the target for this one come from? It comes from here. Hey, why didn't this work? Because it spawns the coast, kills the coast. Maybe. What? Oh, come on. This is always lots of debugging. I don't like this. So when this is executed, it sets that as a target. Good. Oh, let's do this. Now it should definitely work. I don't want to execute that. I wonder if there was just some random issue with that. We go here, we press the button, we get the bomb on our head. We spawn as a coast. Nice, we move. And we have still this joystick in here. I need to do some debugging. Okay, I want to see if the coast is still up there. So I'll probably just move this up a bit. Now the ghost should spawn. Yeah, it spawned. And it didn't get destroyed. Why didn't this guy get destroyed? Let's spawn at this guy. And we call... Well. This is the reason why I can't get these things done. I have so messy code in here. Let's hide this one. Because in a way... Isn't this working? This should get the target from here. I can also do it so that whenever the coast hits the button, it just gets killed through there. Which might make sense. So if we just add destroyer in here. Where is the destroyer? There it is. And set it to destroy cell. Destroy our... whenever this hits this collision trigger. I don't know why it is so difficult, in a such difficult way that I did. The TikTok was asked, can you teach me how to do a realistic game? Well, there are so many ways to make different kinds of games. Okay, now it works. Okay, that's much better way to do it. So yeah, I don't know why I'm executing that, since it's enough that this is executed at the start. I can just connect this up. I need to execute that. Yeah, there are so many ways to make games, but I don't know. What is a realistic game to start with? Alright, now that is working, we have this second trap in here. The player will die when he goes there. Now I just need to enable this and see if this thing works. And of course, I need to set up my camera where it was. Oh. Don't go there. Okay. This is good. So now we have bottom, we die.
I seem to be dead. What happens if I collect that heart?
We collect that. Let's see.
A hidden button. Nothing bad can happen if I
Why isn't the game audio going to the
I said, nothing bad can happen
stream?
if I press it.
Oh, because it was muted.
Why?
Press the button, we die.
I seem to be dead. I wonder what happens if I collect that heart.
Alright. Now we can continue our journey to the next trap. Well, nothing happened. I actually like that there is like the small explosion in when that spawns. But I'll move this even more, even closer to the player, so we can really focus on this. Okay, now it's working. Hello, Ryan. This is actually a game that is like in your ally in a way that the player will die brutally many times. And some people might actually figure out where I got the idea for the speech. There's this awesome game made by Toho. So I took some inspiration from that. Okay, now we have 2 traps in here. And 2 puzzles. And I want to make this puzzle a bit more difficult. Well, difficult and difficult. Depends on how you get it. Well, what is difficult? But actually erase these. I want to have this frame up here. Didn't this wait, am I doing something wrong? Oh yeah, it's a, okay. Never mind then. Okay, hello Ryan, how are you doing? Is your game ready? You have like 30 minutes left to publish your game with the theme duality. How are you doing with that if you are making a game for the channel? So now we have this one. How can we make this a bit more, well, a bit more difficult? Well, one way is to first move this logic here to make this a maze. So we can paint maze in here that the player needs to go through to get the path. Let's make it like this. Let's erase these parts and have this one in here. Now I need to move that heart because it's going to be under one of those otherwise. So we'll do this. So now we have one puzzle, or the second puzzle ready. We go. Okay, we go here. Oh, you don't have any. Okay. I was kinda looking forward what you would came up with. Or come up with. We didn't even spawn because this is on a bad place. We need to move this up just a bit. And we can probably scale our coast down just a touch because it's otherwise it will hit the walls. Wait, why did it by the way get killed? I think there might be some issues with my logic up there. Might have connected wrong part somewhere else. Let's disable this. Oh no. So where's the coast kill? Oh, it's whenever it hits green crew. Okay, that explains. I'm an idiot. As usual. Nothing happened. Bomb falls, kills our player. We spawn here, and now we need to go through this maze in order to get the heart. The maze is just one way to do this kind of puzzle. Another idea I had was to have what is it? Some kind of moving obstacles in there that the player needs to kind of go around and get the heart. I would like to make it so that the player would always see the heart, but they need to go around something to get it. Okay, now it works. So I'll probably change this design a bit. I'll move this. I want to have snapping on actually. This in here. And now I need to do some more painting in here. Now let's make it so that the player needs to go up here. Okay, this is looking kinda nice. This might work. And it kinda looks like number 1 in a way. Completely intentional, even though it's the second draft. Alright. Hit a button, we press the button, and nothing happens. Oh. Then bomb drops on top of our character, we die, and now we need to get the heart to continue our journey. I don't know how much fun this game will be, but at least I'm having fun making this. And hello everyone in the TikTok chat and the YouTube chat. I hope you are doing well and you have some game ideas that you want to bring to life. There is still around 25 minutes left in the global game jam, so if you have not started yet, well, it might be a bit too late to make the game with the team Duality, but let's see how many entries we get. And as a reminder, when you publish your game, you want to submit to the game jam, use the hashtag GGJ22 so we can find your games, because we are going to play those games in 30 minutes or so. So there is that. Alright, now this stupid trap. I'll probably want to add some some author dialogue in there, so let's duplicate these two, move these in here, and actually going to remove this one. So we have these two speech notes in here. What we want to do is when the player jumps on this, it will trigger this one, and the player will say another hidden button. I hope nothing bad happens if I press it. That sounds so weird. It's a bit quiet, so I'll just bring it up a bit. What? And then we take this line and change it to I hope nothing bad happens if I press it.
I hope nothing bad happens if I press it.
That sounds good.
I hope nothing bad happens if I
I
press
said
it.
it sounds good. Okay. So now we have that set up, and we want to make it so that when the player presses the button, well, nothing happened. Oh, nothing happened, and then he can continue along. I'll probably have a button as visualizing, button for visualizing the movement, because otherwise it can be quite difficult to notice it even walk. So I need to play around with that. So, oh, nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Alright, and we just connect this button. Control start, execute. So now we have that set up. This is kind of super fast and nice way to add some dialogue to your game.
Another hidden button. I hope nothing bad happens if I press it. Nothing happened.
Like, oh, nothing happened. And then we go forward and, well, Spiky Mine kills us. And we are in another maze that we need to solve. I kinda like this. This is stupid but funny, at least for me. This save it as a graph once again. Alright, hi everyone. I'm trying to read the TikTok chat also. Yeah. Nice. And now, I just need more of these traps in there and more interesting puzzles to solve for the coast. This is stupid, but I don't know. I kinda like this. Next, when the player hits this one, I want the player to say, okay, oh, what is that? And then I mean, this game needs super huge amount of polishing and stuff like that, because this isn't really a game. In a gameplay wise, this isn't really any super amazing game, but I think this is cute. Have all the dialogue in here. Let that in here. But this is super much, super huge amount of polishing to and it make it look good and kind of funny. So there's that. What is that?
What is that?
And then you can hear the crunch, and we don't want any delay on this one. So now you go here.
Another
Oh.
hidden button. I hope nothing bad happens if I press it. Nothing happened. What is that?
I enjoyed that too much. Oh man. We can add some nice sound effects and stuff like that to make it interesting. But I really like the idea, Matthew, you had, like you could possess other bodies when you can't go through a coast trap. I like that idea, but it's not fitting in this game. So someone, if they want to make a game where when you die you turn into a ghost and you can possess other characters, feel free to use that idea, because I really want to see a game with that theme. Alright. Hello everyone. People ask, how am I doing? I'm doing well, thanks for asking. I hope you are doing well as well. That sounded stupid, but let's roll with it. Alright. Next, let's paint some more level in here. Like so. We have room for one more puzzle in here. I of course need to take this one and move it down so it hides the button. Like so. And as a reminder, you have 20 minutes to make your game if you want to make it for the global game jam. There is that. Oh, Billy Jones was about to publish the game and completely forgot about adding music track and thumbnail. Well, yeah, thankfully you have time. You have 20 minutes around to do those changes. So yeah. And also, people in the TikTok, we are streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook in addition to TikTok. So that's the reason why I'm not able to read the TikTok chat that much, because it's on the different window. I'm trying to read all other chats as well as I can. But yeah. Okay, now I want to do some changes to the lights, because well, this is just a reference object. This isn't going to show up anywhere anyways. Here is our sunlight. Let's play around with this a bit so we can get a nice atmosphere in our game. Kind of want long shadows. Put it player. Okay, this kind of works.
Another hidden button. I hope nothing bad happens if I press it. Nothing happened.
And I probably want to do one more thing to these buttons, so I want to activate these buttons just after player presses it, or when this one comes. So we have this button in here, object touch. We want to disable that. We want to enable that when the first line starts, so like this. So now the player can press the button on as soon as this first line of text is spoken. And hello Soulspark, how are you doing? How is your game coming along? So same thing here. Let's move this up a bit. Let's select our object dots, disable that, and in here on speech end, let's enable it. Like so. So now let's move these down and let's hide those buttons. I'll probably do some changes in here, but it doesn't really matter. And now when we go here when we go here, we can spam this button.
Nothing happened.
Yeah, we can press that before things happen. I can't wait for the wave of games being published at the last minute, says Soulspark in the chat. Alright. Let's see. I have now this thing done. This is super stupid, but I kinda like it, to be honest. In here, I want to make it so that the player needs to go around the first obstacle, so they kinda get to know how this game works. So here, let's take this and enable that. And now,
a hidden button. Nothing bad can happen if I press it. Why? I seem to be dead. I wonder what happens if I collect that heart.
and now I need to add some dialogue here when the player respawns and stuff like that. But that's on my to-do list. I find it quite funny, to be honest. This is stupid but funny. Like most things should be. But I know that I'm not able to finish this game in 30 minutes. So yeah, I gotta give up on the idea of publishing this before the jam ends. Or if I want, I can kinda publish this. I just need to make it so that in the end here, well, let's rush it. Okay, now just a few minutes left, so I need to really rush this. I want to make it so that I'll continue this game later on properly. So I'll just have these stupid mechanics in there, and then I'll update this when the time goes by. Let's see if that works. So I need to get rid of these. This isn't the prettiest game, so I probably need to do some visual highlight. I'm still missing lots of dialogue and stuff. That's bad. I might, even if I want to make this like in 10 minutes, I might not be able to. So in here, do we have any logic in this one? Well, not really. Does this part get destroyed when I test that?
A hidden button. Why? I seem to be dead. I wonder what happens if I collect that heart.
Well, what I can do is I can have collision trigger in here. Where is the collision trigger? And we can have this collide with our coast, and when that happens we can call some dialogue. That might be the way to go. Get this almost done in the short time I have left. So we take this one, on collision start, execute. Oh, I'm not dead. So, oh. Oh, if I can... Wrong keyboard, wrong button. Where is that? I'm not dead. Let's go.
I'm not dead. Let's go.
Okay, that sounds kinda okay, and it can be with a small delay. So let's see if that works. If it works, I can just copy that over.
Nothing bad can happen if I... Why? I seem to be dead. I wonder what happens if I collect that heart. I'm not dead. Let's go.
Okay, that's stupid, but it kinda works as I wanted. So let's just copy this whole thing over, so I don't have to do any logic changes. Only thing I need to change is just replace the heart and add some dialogue when the player gets killed. 10 minutes left, time to rush it. Snap to grid, we have this here, let's change the dialogue. Back in my body. Again. Let's move forward.
Back in my body. Back in my body. Let's move.
Okay, that gets executed when the player respawns, so to speak. And then there is the ending for the game. I'll just duplicate this one. I'll remove all other logic than this. And now when this collides with the player, I will have small audio line. On collision start, execute. Oh, the game is over. That's it. The game is over.
That's it. The game is over.
And yeah, I mean, Shogun. Yeah. I barely managed to publish something, barely did any SFX, almost forgot music. Oh, I mean, I don't have music in here. Good point, I'll probably bring something. I don't have any SFX, I need to add something. Let's go to music. Dungeon. Can we get any good soundtracks with that? No results, okay, too bad. Cave. Ice Cave isn't really that what I'm looking for. Yeah, this is also a prototype, nothing else. Okay. I want to have something like slow tempo music. Yeah, I can update it, but well, technically you can update it after the jam, but in this case it doesn't really matter. But the point is to get the game done by 3 PM, so in 5 minutes from now, and we kind of play the games as they are right now. So kinda the main part is the publishing, but of course we can, since HypeHype is a platform where we can edit and play your games later on, it's possible to edit those. Okay, I think after all I'm just going with the ice scale. This is mysterious enough. I'm going to have volume like 0.4. I wonder if you have any good explosion sound effects. Sounds. Explosion. I wonder if this works. Okay, it's broken. Okay, that's good enough. Let's go with that. Sound effect. I'll also need another sound effect for this one, but okay, I'll pick this one. I'll also add another sound effect. Sound. This one, I want this to play on start, and this one will play when collision starts. I need a sound effect. That one.
I seem to be dead. I'm not dead. Let's go. Another hidden button. I hope nothing happened. What is that?
Okay, this kinda works as I want right now. Ah! This is difficult. I need to have some particle effect where the ghost will spawn. I'll just make this I need to play this through. I have 4 minutes left.
That's it. The game is over. That's it. The game is over.
Okay, and I need to do one more thing in here. I need to make it so that this only executes once. So disable after first, and I want to add the game end screen logic in here. I wonder, do I have one in the scene already? No, because this is the empty template. So logic. I'll just need a game end. Where is it? In here. On collision start. I want to have delay. I need delay. Where is it? Interval. With 3 seconds. And you will execute this one. And this will execute, well, success for, I don't know, just because. And oh, it will actually, I don't even need the delay. I can use this one. Execute. And now, wait time. Is that okay? I'll go with that. There is no polishing in this game. So yeah, I need to make this game properly in the future. I have 2 minutes left. Let's save it. Kill switch proto. Okay. Remove them faster. That is only beginning. And like so. And now if I just tap post, it will be published. I made it! I rushed it. I have 1 minute left to do, like, okay, I want to take better thumbnail for that game and other things like that, but wow. Was that a rush? Okay, I'll take a thumbnail from here. Okay, I'll go with that one. I'll finalize this game in the future, but for now, that's it. And remember to use tag GGJ22. Ah. Okay. That's super stupid hype, but whatever. I need to do some polishing in this one. So yeah. I was able to work on that for 3 hours, so that's kind of everything, coming up with the idea and stuff like that. Imagine if I really had that 48 hours to make the game. It might have been finalized. I'm going to just change the... Okay, the time is up, so now it's like the final minute to make it. I'll just add a note here in the description. HypeHype, work in progress. So I want to make it sure that it's not a finalized product yet. But I'll come back to it in the future. So yeah, that's how I made this game. Let's now play it. Since the time is now over, I believe there is like a short period of time still to upload the game in the Jam site, I believe, but yeah, I need to of course change the music and stuff like that, but
A hidden button. Nothing bad can happen if I press it.
the music might be a bit too loud now that I think about it.
I said, nothing bad can happen if I press it.
So I'll probably want to go back and modify that. Am I allowed to do that? Well, anyways, I'm not taking part of the jam, so I'll just go in here and actually do that. Where's my music node? I added it somewhere in here, so I'll just change the volume to 0.2.
A hidden button.
Okay, that's much better. I'll just make that one small edit, even though the time is over. Sorry about that. It was way too loud. So now, were you able to finish your games? Yeah, you can always edit your game. There are like, let's see how many games we have in here. We have 3 games. We have in the global game jam site. I wonder if I can just somehow open these links. Or of course I can just go and go their profile. So there's a Haamu made a game called Mad Monkey. So let's go and play those games now that we have time. Let's start with Haamu's game. Here it's not in the list because I need to restart my application. So just a second, I think. Or is that game? Oh, it's not on Haamu's profile. Okay, I see. Never mind then. I need to find that profile. Another user called Serthan. Alright. Here it is. Mad Monkey. Let's see how this works. The description says, defend your territory. This is a collab with Haamu for the global game jam. So let's see. This is loading, so I wonder if I need to restart my application anyway. So just a second. I'll do that. Because it might be that my... Ooh, that was loud. Wasn't working very well. So, Sertana was the profile here, and here's the game made with Haamu. God. Whoa! Okay, this is intensive game. Where you need to defend your bananas. No, 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 no. Oh man. I really like this. Oh, these guys are fast. It's a bit difficult to move this joystick around, with the joystick around, but... Oh man! Go away! Oh no! That's Gorilla. I take so many hits! Oh man! Oh, I love these sound effects in here. Oh man, there is some super nice polish in this game. No, 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 no. That was close. Oh, these fast ones. Oh, so difficult to aim with this. I kinda like the trade-off between when you can shoot and... Oh no 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 no. No 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 no, go away, go away, go away, go away, go away. I almost lost that one. I'm yeah, saying that I like the trade-off between the shooting and movement. Oh man, this is awesome. I really love the sound of it. This is really nice. Alright. The music stopped. It's not looping or anything. Are you not supposed to play this game this far? Okay, let's see what happens if I lose this game. Oh no, I lost 1 banana, 2 bananas, 3 bananas. There's 7 left. This is cool, I like it. I'm not going to lose intentionally now. Just so I can see what happens when the game ends. Okay, let's let Gorilla finish this game. Yeah, duality in narrative, predator versus prey. Yeah, that fits the theme. That was awesome. I completely forgot to like it. And like the intro in that one. Super awesome polishing in that game. I loved it. Yeah, when you've got 2 sets of hands and one of them is Hamo. Yeah. Alright, another game that was posted in the Global Games site is by Potato-chan. So let's go to profile Potato. Where is my underscore? Chan. Alright, and the game is called Fiery Icy Boy. So we'll see what we have. Ah, reach a yellow teleporter and escape. And we can switch between these two, and we can also shoot. Okay, so this is the intro for the level. So we'll probably want to burn these down. Can we destroy these with ice? No? Okay. Whoa. I wonder what happens when we... I like the styling this one. Okay, we need to go there. Oh no 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 no! Hey, that was evil! Oh man. Oh, don't do things like that, please. You can freeze object to slow it down. Okay, so if we freeze this this lever, it will go back slow. More, I think. Yeah. Okay. That. Oh, that's nice. I see. I see. So now, let's see what happens when we do this. Okay, I'm sure that we need to freeze that one. Yeah. So let's switch to Ice Boy. Let's shoot that one, and now we need to run. Run, 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 run. We made it. Awesome. Now we just go here. Okay, that was just a wild guess, but I guess it makes sense that Ice Boy doesn't take any damage from that. What do we do now? Oh, I need to destroy these first. Alright. Hey! This is awesome game. I really like that one. You ran out of time to add more levels, so it's a bit short. Well, even if that was short one, that was super amazing. Whoa. Also really enjoyed that one. And the third one, I'm going to actually update the page so we can see if there are any other games uploaded in our jam site. There are some games. Nice. There's an attraction demo by P.T. Jones. Okay. So let's go to P.T. Jones. And I can't apparently write your name. So let's go here. Here we have the attraction demo. So wrist and joystick touch and drag. Okay. Oh, we have two joysticks, one on the top of the screen and one on the bottom. Okay. I don't understand what I'm doing. Let's restart this. No, okay. So what I want to do is, well, I want to go through there, but I can't. So I need to press this button. This guy says that I need to track from that, but I don't really. Oh, I can track while I'm okay. Now I see. Okay. So now we can get here. Can we do the same to this one? Or is there a trick? Move that one up. I'm kinda lost in here. Because we have this one cube that we can, or at least we were able to move. Okay. P.T. Jones, if you're in the chat, can you explain this game to me in more detail? What am I supposed to do? I don't really understand. Or can I move that one? No? Okay, you didn't have enough time to play this. So this is just a demo with this idea that you can move this. Okay. Oh, okay, I didn't see that red plate down there. Okay. My bad. So now, if we go forward. Oh, okay. I see. Ooh, okay, now I kinda understand what's happening in here. I like the visuals in this one. Okay. And now we can kind of build the level for that one. Like so. Oh. Alright. I see. Okay, that was a nice demo. Definitely. Okay. Yeah, took a moment to understand what's going on, but yeah, this was nice. Super nice demo. I want to see like the full game made out of that. And then there was, I think, one more game posted in the in the global game jam site, and that is Ken and Egypt by Carvin. Help the two chickens with different strengths and flaws, make them work together to reach the goal. Okay, let's see how well this game works. So, here we have 2 levels in this game, which is, by the way, super awesome. Oh, I need to restart because I want to see... Okay, let's come back to the game. I want to see the tutorial. Each chicken should step on the finisher to complete the level. Break improve blocks to help people line. Can improve things and can worsen things. Okay, so this one destroys. Can I just go to the same place, or do I need to get up there? Okay, only one of these. Okay, this jumps much. Oh, okay. So I need to, with this guy, I first need to repair those blocks and destroy these. Okay, I like this idea. Alright, we go here, change to the other one, and we beat the level. Okay. Then the next one, next level. Let's repair some stuff. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. Oh. Okay. Sweet. Oh, you can make those like a super. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, this could be super fun when the multiplayer comes out. Yeah, I have to agree with that one. Nice. There is a nice amount of potential in this game also. So I really want to see what this game evolves into. I'm going to change the title. Playing Jam Games. Alright. Alright, the next one. Let's see, was there any other games in the global game jam site? I'm going to check that first, and then we can search for the games in HypeHype. So we can go here and search for them. So see all games. I think that's about it. There are like 4 games on the global game jam site. And now when we search for the tag GGJ22, we should find more games. Well, there's of course this my Proto, which I already played, so I'm not going to play that again. There are some drafts. I believe there. Is this first level for the spinball from Hypesy, but it's unlisted. I'm going to check Hypesy's profile if. Okay, there's a playlist for it. Okay, the playlist didn't show up, so let's go to profile. So in this game, the idea is that you have this joystick and you can move around 2 snakes, and whoa, this can get super distracting super quickly. Okay, so the thing is that for the second snake, so that when you move these controls up and down. Okay, up and down are the same, but I think the left and right are switched. I'm going to jump to the first level and try that again, so I can probably see what. Oh, Oh! This is weird. This feels super weird to play, let's be honest. But I kinda like it. And I like the music choice in this one. Oh, where are you going? No, 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 no. Okay, I got like not that good score in this game. 19. Okay. This feels super weird to play. I mean, you kinda need to experience it to understand what I mean, because in a way, when you move the joysticks left and right, these worms or whatever, oh gosh, these snakes rotate, and it's kinda it just feels weird. There are so many levels on this one, so I'm not going to play all of these levels, but I really like the aesthetics in this game and the duality in the mechanic that you need to control two different things at the same time. Okay, that was awesome. Let's go back and see what other games there are. Yeah, I have a feeling that I'd like Synthwave. Yeah, feels like so. What I was about to check. Okay, let's see if there are any public games first, and then I'm going to see. There's the Office Boss. This is made by Man 2022. Okay. Earn money for your company, do not all and other employees. Tap to hire or fire employees. Okay, I kinda like this visual style we have here. I wonder how the team duality works in this one, but okay, you can continue. Let's see. You are a reliable guy, so come in and join the club. Oh, this is a good guy. Okay, just join in. And we see all our staff members. I mean, you can just like hire people or don't. Okay. When is everything starting to go? Okay, I can go to your profile and search it that way. Okay, you are not coming. Sorry. This feels better. Let's see. Okay, with this game, you just kind of take people in. So. I wonder how many days there are in this game. Just keep hiring people. Okay. Well, I think that's about the game mechanic in this one. There wasn't really this big description in this one, but it's like Office Boss. You hire or fire people. Okay. To read the help once again. Probability how much money employer can produce. Relative chance of risk to lose that money. Fire employee if you are... Oh! Is that reliability like when it's high, then it's a good thing. When it's low, it's a bad thing. I hope it's that way. Do not lose all of them. So turn as much money as you can. Okay, this kind of probably goes endlessly. Okay, that was a nice game. Yeah, I'm a pretty easygoing boss. Yeah. Ooh, conflict duality boss fight by Soulspark. Oh, but I love that intro. Okay. Ooh. This is going to be an intensive game. Whoa. Oh. I got hit. Okay. So it's like touching these two sides. Oh man. Oh, what are you? Okay. Yeah, no. I messed that up. Okay. I must say that I really like the way that there are like these different attack patterns. Okay. Nope! Almost failed that one. Oh. Now it's getting more intensive. Oh. Ah, no! Oh man. This game is awesome. And I like that you don't have to restart the game if you fail, you can just continue. Oh man. Oh, it's kind of... Let's me continue where I died. Ah. Okay, this color-coded thing is super awesome. Pay so much attention in everything. It's kind of a forgiving game, I think. I made it, I failed like 100 times, but whoa, that's awesome. This was amazing game. I mean, I kind of liked it since it wasn't that punishing, so did it have to start all over from the beginning if you died. But whoa, that was nice. Alright, next we have some crafts in here. Let's go to Shogun's profile and see what he made. Shogun. So it's salmon snakes. Play local co-op or control both yourself. Alright. Ooh, these bullets are so small. So tiny. Difficult to hit. I kinda messed up with this. Try to keep these together so it's easier to evade all the enemies and kinda hit them. Helicopter. Yeah. That game that was made by Soulspark, it really felt like a boss fight. You really put all the good things that you mentioned in your what was it? What mentioned in that your presentation yesterday in that game. It's so difficult to move two different characters when they are in the wrong side of the screen. But okay, you intended to have those hit each other. Okay, that makes kind of sense because it's a bit too easy when you just have these together like so. So you don't have to pay any attention to the game in a way. I like these different weapons and upgrades you can have. It's kind of difficult to understand what those upgrades mean. What does this bar mean? But yeah, this is a nice idea. And needs us some more polishing, like my game. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Always keep messing up this. Oh no, player 2 died. I like that you can continue with the other players still if the one player dies. So it's not like the end of the game immediately. Okay, I'm going to die soon. Oh no, I have 1 health. I'm dead. Okay, that was fun. That was fun. I need to read some chat now. I don't want the whole thing to have more structure but run out of time, so it's all just random. There are 1 enemy and a number of weapons that are started but not working. Okay, so there are lots of stuff to do in that game. And the cool thing in HypeHype is that you can just go to your game and make updates or upgrade it over time. In the TikTok chat, people are wondering what this app is. This is HypeHype. You can go to hypehype.com to get access. If you are located in Finland or Philippines, you can go to Apple App Store and Google Play Store and search for HypeHype and find it from there. But if you are located outside of those countries, you can go to hypehype.com and apply for early access. And lastly, I'm working at HypeHype, so there's that. But that was a nice game. I'm trying to search for some more. Oh, I can't even use my search anymore. So let's see if there are any other games in the list. There are some bunch of unlisted games and drafts, but not that many published games. Now that shows up. There's this scene or game from Making Games Live. It's like animation. Family money is put together, but the crumbs need to be repaired. Solve broken communication. I wonder if this is a playlist actually. Okay, no, it's not a playlist. So I think this is just something that wasn't finished. There's this small little nice animation. Alright. Yeah, there are so many good, awesome hives. I really enjoyed playing those. I really hate that this shows up in here. I mean, I rushed it and I published this as it is right now.
Nothing bad can happen if I press it.
I mean, this is the game I made. I made this in 3 hours. So.
Why?
So yeah.
To be dead. I wonder what happens if I collect that heart. Oh, I'm not dead. Let's go.
This is just super stupid game where you go and
Another hidden button. I hope nothing bad happens if I press it. Oh, nothing happened. What is that?
This game needs some proper polishing. But yeah. I forgot to add dialogue here. Oh, I'm dead again. Better get that heart or something like that. But there is something.
That's it. The game is over.
Yeah. This is like something super stupid. I made. I actually have that one sound line there twice because I forgot to remove one of the links and stuff like that. But yeah, sorry Ryan. Oh yeah, your game. Yeah, sure. So I will check that out once I do that. So Ryan, you had something in your crafts, am I correct? So in the users, Ryan, and I need to have my admin permissions on so I can see those games. So over there, now if we go to Ryan's profile, we can see all the crafts in here. So which one of these it is? Is it this one? It seems to be game made in 2 days less. So you have this game. Wow. Oh, what is... Oh, I like the water in there. And I like kind of... There's this weird eye in the bottom right that when you press it, it shows all the scary stuff. Okay, that's weird. Oh, 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 oh. I like the... Oh no! Whoa! We have double jump. Oh man. Okay. I made it. I made it to the end. Ooh, scary, scary, scary. You win! Okay. There's a potential in that mechanic you have, that scary mechanic. Because... Whoa. I like how well these work down here. His skulls and bones in the blood ocean, I think. But yeah, I think this is a nice idea. Have like this living world and then world of living and world of death, I think. So I like this scary, scary, scary stuff. Oh man, that's a super nice idea for a game. All right. But I think that's about all the games we had for the jam published right now. I'll do one more update on the page in there and see if there is anything. No, nothing else. So yeah, I think that's about it. I kind of played all of these games. So hey, everyone, I really hope that you enjoyed this jam. You had a blast doing your game. I definitely had. I really enjoyed the last 5 minutes of rushing my game out, and I need to do some polishing and make that game like a proper game at some point. But that was lots of fun, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. Or these streams, you learned something from awesome guests, and I think we are going to end this stream now. Oh man, I've been streaming for so long that I don't even know what to say. So yeah, join our Discord. .gg. Just going to hide this one. Join our Discord. Where is my correct screen? Alright, we have some spam in the chat, so I'm going to just hide it. Sorry about that. Yeah, join our Discord. You can find the link in the stream description if I'm correct. No, there is no link in there, but I think Shogun just can paste it in the chat, or I can do that. So you can go there and get some help with your games. And yeah, I think the stream is done now. Thanks for joining. I hope you had a great time, and yeah, we'll see you in the future. I think we'll have a stream next Thursday if I'm correct. And yeah, see you again in the future. Thanks for joining. Join the Discord. You can see awesome people in there, and that's it. Goodbye.